Hey everyone, welcome to the Mark and Macy show. This is edition number 22. So for the past 22 weeks, we've been here every Thursday night, and for the past several, right here on Blab. So we love the Blab platform because we can get the engagement directly from you. So take a seat. We talk sports, and then maybe we drift off into something else, but we're huge sports fans, so we stick to the script pretty well, talking hardcore sports. And Macy, how are you?
I'm good. It is Cinco de Mayo, one of my favorite holidays because I love tacos, burritos, taco salads, Taco Bell. So I'm super excited about today. And it's Thursday already, thank God. Our show, Thursday just in general. So I'm good.
I'm very much like a meat and potatoes kind of kid, or that's the way I, was. So my taste for Mexican food has come a little later in life, but I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
Quesadillas, tacos, whatever. Yeah,
I
good
hate
stuff.
real Mexican food. I just love like the fake stuff, like Taco Bell, Chipotle, that kind of stuff I love.
Taco Bell is like Cheez-Its, and I'll try to think of anything else. Maybe like Bugles. Like if you just eat it and you don't think about what it tastes like, then it tastes good. But if you really focus and concentrate and think, what does this really taste like? It's pretty disgusting.
Well, I love Cheez-Its. And Taco Bell is like amazing,
Oh,
but
Cheez-Its.
I don't
I
even know what that other thing you just named was. I
I,
don't
I
know.
think I think I screwed up. Cheez-Its are the crackers, right? In the
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
Yeah, I meant Cheetos. Cheetos.
Oh, yeah, that's like chemicals.
I think they all have quite a few chemicals on them. If you don't think your Taco Bell food has many chemicals involved, then I think you're a little deceived. Every time I think of Taco Bell, somebody mentions Taco Bell, I think of the time that one of my best friends got locked in a Taco Bell restroom. And now he calls it Taco Hell. It forever has always been Taco Hell since then.
Well, I
But
guess that's fair to say. I mean, if you get locked in there, or
yeah,
anything
the door got
can get
jammed.
locked in. Yeah.
I was not around for it, or I would have come to his rescue, but I was not around, so I've only heard the story of him getting locked in.
Yeah.
So we are playing some fantasy baseball this week.
We are, which I just learned of. So that's going to make me go and change some things really quickly.
You're really keeping on top of the fantasy league.
Yeah, no, I totally am. What is really interesting though is the Yankees and I have two things in common. We both don't have Derek Jeter anymore in our lineups, and we're both in last place. So it's going great for me, fantasy baseball, killing it. But now that I'm playing you, I'm really gonna go like take it seriously.
I shouldn't have said anything, but if I was going to say something, this was the time to do it on Thursday with like 3 days left.
Yeah, no, I believe in the comeback stories. So
I thought you might be on top of this because it didn't take me long. I haven't been like totally invested in this, but I check it. I try to keep up. But it was pretty obvious to me based on just some things that you said or whatever that you were like checked out from opening day.
you know,
And
the
then,
thing is, like, I get so many alerts on my phone, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go check that. I'll go check that, and I'll go check that. And it's like the same problem I have with text messaging. I read it, respond mentally, and then don't take any action. Which, Mark, you are totally a victim of because there's
I am
many
a
times
victim
when
of
you
this.
text me, I, think I answered you, and then you think that I just like
The
ran off to outer space.
the one thing I will give you credit for is that the first time I ever said that to you, I was like, okay, wait a minute. I don't have people that don't text me back when I text them. This girl didn't text me back. And it was only like one time, but I was still, then maybe it was like a second time. And then I was like, okay. And then I said something to you, and then you were like golden for like months. And then like this week, I think I texted something. And yeah, I got no
I'm
response.
awful at texting. It's something I have to work on, but
You really shouldn't have to work on maybe texting people back. Yeah. But the whole texting thing, I think people take to an extreme. I think it was made for, meet me at 8 or that sort of thing, not long conversations.
Yeah, like I'd rather just pick up a phone and call and I've done that so many times to you where I like call you because I didn't text you back and I'm like, okay, XYZ, blah blah blah. I'm just like one of those people, and I think like hearing it, I remember it more than just like reading it, because now we read so much stuff on a phone that it's like, oh yeah, I remember reading that text. No, I don't actually.
And if your text list on your phone, your text chain is anything like your Facebook chain on your birthday, then I can cut you some slack. I can give you a break because it might be a little busy there.
Yeah, I mean, people text me, but like I said, I just read it, mentally respond, and then kind of forget about it. I think it's a problem a lot of people have. I don't think I'm the only one struggling with it, but you know, it's cool. First step is admitting it. So
Yeah, at least you're open and honest. The first step to getting help is when you know that you've got a problem.
yeah, your first step is admitting it. So I'm working on it.
So what I thought was cool this week, and I found out when I was on Facebook and I got some kind of alert, and I think you posted it like right at the time that I jumped on Facebook one day this week, is I saw that you had this photo shoot. And so then I called you and just wanted to find out about this photo shoot. And you were like, I told you about the photo shoot, and I didn't realize that you were telling me when I wasn't even here. Like, if you watched last week's show, I got up because I wanted to celebrate Macy's birthday. And then you told me about the photo shoot when I wasn't like listening. So I want to hear about the photo shoot because I thought it was really cool. And I think everybody wants to find out where they can see the pictures and when they can see there's going to be an article attached to it, correct?
Yeah, so it's a whole feature story in Coach and Player magazine, which is a Philadelphia-based sports magazine for coaches and players. They've got former athletes, local athletes, fitness people, all different kind of people within the area who are into sports and I guess either the coaching world or playing world. So somehow I fall into that category as well. And they approached me about a month and a half ago, asked me if I would like to be featured in this magazine, full photo shoot, full sit-down interview, the whole 9 yards. So I got to do that on Saturday. I was in Center City, Philadelphia, which, believe it or not, living here my whole life, I've never actually just been to Center City, Philadelphia. So it was really cool to kind of explore that whole thing while being in the middle of all of it and having all these pictures taken, and people had to like get out of your way because they would be in your shot or this or that, and then people are taking pictures of you with their phone, and I'm like, no, I'm just like normal girl, you know.
Not so normal.
Yeah, no, it was like a crazy experience, but it was really, really cool. You know, it's just about like up and coming and how I got to where I am now and my goals for the next, you know, however long. And just like kind of like my life, I don't want to say my life story, but a little bit about me and you know, the impact that this area has had on me growing up in the Philadelphia area. So I'm really interested to see it all. You know, of course, I did the sit-down interview and answered all their questions, but you don't know what they took from that. So I'm interested to see which way they, you know, wrote about the story. What are some of the major things they're going to highlight? And even the pictures. We took so many different pictures in so many different areas. You know, they sent me a couple, and obviously those probably aren't going to be the ones that they use. So, you know, just to see that, I was like, but I love these. So hopefully, you know, I didn't even think it was possible for the other ones to even be better, but I guess they are if that's what they pick. So I believe it's coming out in May, but I think the end of May.
Did you like how the line of questioning in the interview went? Did you think you got to explain what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, you know, it was really cool. Like, it was more of just a conversation. It was almost kind of like when we just chat. You know, it didn't feel like I was like, well, what do you think about? Like, I could just let it all out and really, you know, share my experiences, my stories, just anything and everything. And I didn't hold back because I can't front about like who I am or change who I am because I'm me, you know? So it was like a really, really cool experience, and I'm excited to see it all.
Okay. You have to keep us updated on when it's going to be released, when you know, so we can find it.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely will. I wish I knew more because everyone's asking me, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. But thank God I had like a great hair day that day, or else it just would have been ruined for me. So that's the only hope I still have going into it.
A great hair day. I couldn't rate your hair days on the show versus some other ones. I think they're all pretty good. So I'm not qualified to judge.
Yeah, it was funny because one of my friends sent me today that Sports Illustrated is doing casting for the 2017 magazine. And they're like, hey, you just did Philadelphia, so why not Sports Illustrated? I was like, whoa, calm down, calm down. So they're like trying to, send me to that, but that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen? Not going to give that a shot?
I don't think I have a shot with that, and I don't even really want to try.
You definitely don't have a shot if you don't try.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's my girlfriend's thing,
Yeah, I know.
I don't like.
I understand what you mean.
Take her light. Like, I do my thing, she does her thing.
I get it. I get it. It's like if somebody said they want a new singer for some rock band, would I want to do that? Yeah, a lot of me would want to do that because I love to sing and I love music. But can I do that? No, I really can't. So
yeah,
I kind of get that.
And then like if from that I got a some kind of job in sports, I wouldn't want it to be just because I was a Sports Illustrated model.
Well,
I want to work.
It wouldn't be. That might be people's perception, but we know better.
I know, but a lot of people don't know me.
Yeah,
so
better. We know that you know your stuff.
Yeah, so it was a fun weekend of running around Philly. So I'm kind of learning about every city that I go to that there's always, a couple characters. So like New York City has the Naked Cowboy. Philly has Philly Jesus, which I thought this was a joke. And I got to see him. So I just see this guy dressed as Jesus, and he's blessing people as they walk by, and they're taking pictures. And I thought it was like really bizarre, but kind of funny. Good for you, dude. Like whatever makes you happy or whatever you enjoy doing, that's cool too. And Jesus has got Ray-Bans on. He's got an iPhone. So it was just really funny to see how this all played out. I think it was Tuesday. He got arrested in the Apple Store in Philly. And I couldn't believe that the guy that I just met, Philly Jesus, who has not been blessing the Philadelphia sports team, is getting arrested in the Apple Store.
Yeah, so he was blessing people. Maybe he cursed to someone. Maybe that was...
Yeah, apparently they asked him to leave, and he refused to leave.
He's got a right. If they're just asking him to leave just because he's dressed differently than other people, I'm going to stand up for him on this one if that's all there is to it.
Right? And I mean, he's got an iPhone, so maybe he was looking for something for his iPhone. At the end of the day, he's a normal dude, But I just thought it was, it's been an interesting week, just of, bizarre things, even bizarre things kind of in sports. Johnny Manziel turning himself in. I don't know if we were expecting that.
I'm going to take a quick stop back just for the record. I still put Philadelphia Jesus in the bizarre category. He can do his thing. That's fine. But I still put him in the bizarre category.
Oh, yeah, definitely bizarre.
I don't know a whole lot about what Johnny did this week. I did hear that, and that's about the extent of it, and that he has been given a court order to stay away from his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, just turns himself in. Pleads not guilty, and judge tells him they said that court took 4 minutes today. They asked if he had any weapons and that he can have no contact with this girl. That includes, written letters, emails, social media, which in today's day and age, it's kind of hard, right? I mean, it's not hard not to have contact with someone, but you're going to see that stuff out there. And someone like Johnny Manziel is going to be all over it. He's not just going to go, dark on social media.
No, I can't see him doing that. I do think that while it's probably still fairly easy for Johnny to get himself another girlfriend, it's not nearly as easy as it was just a couple months ago. His stock is dropping
Yeah.
quickly.
No, it definitely is, but you'd be surprised. I'm sure there's still a ton of girls that would throw themselves at him, which to me is mind blowing.
Yeah. But nevertheless, whatever he does, remember, Macy, he is still Johnny Football.
No,
We had that discussion a few weeks ago.
yeah,
Is the name too good for Johnny?
I don't think he deserves to be called that, but that's still what all the headlines are. So whatever. I guess that's the nickname he earned, right?
He earned it. He was a really good high school and college player. He won a Heisman Trophy. We want to remind everyone that we've got a seat right here. We're going to have a little bit of an abbreviated show. We usually go for about an hour every Thursday night, and we like to do it right here on Blab at about 6:45. This is the Mark and Macy Show. You can join us on Twitter as well. Follow us there. Also, we've got a website that you can find, markandmacyshow.webs.com. And I'm just happy that I got that out. And also at YouTube, even though I kind of messed up our YouTube name. I don't know if you've ever seen or noticed that. Did you notice that, Macy?
I haven't.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then don't look at it.
What do you mean? What I don't understand what you
If anybody has had any experience with Google Plus, YouTube, all the big conglomerate of Google, you understand the issue that I've been having, or I guess we've been having, because at one point that we were creating a Mark and Macy Show YouTube channel. And then since we did that, it changed all the accounts. And suddenly I'm sending my Gmail out as Mark and Macy, and I couldn't correct it. And so then that went on it took me like 3 months before they would let me change it. And then I changed it, and I changed it back to Mark Rogers. And guess what happened?
It changed back again.
It changed our channel.
Oh. You know what? I did notice that because I was looking at previous videos last week, and they were all uploaded by Mark Rogers. And I was like, okay. And I just
So we'll get that fixed at some point.
Yeah, no, I didn't
care.
Too
crucial right now, but we'll get that fixed.
I didn't care, but I did notice that. I did.
All right.
Other bizarre things. Yeah. I saw 2 very bizarre things today.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, Red Sox game. Fan goes to grab a foul ball as the player's trying to come in and catch it. It's one of those like, dude, let it go. He'll get it. He kind of it looked like maybe it hit off the tip of his fingers. Something weird. Play doesn't get made. A guy about 2 rows next to him, behind him, whichever it is, throws a slice of pizza at this guy.
Oh, yeah. Was that today? That wasn't today.
It was this week.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
It was probably I know you throw beer maybe or something, but to throw a slice of pizza and it hit him perfectly, right in the neck, face, head, shoulder. I was like, well, don't waste that pizza. But, I just couldn't believe that I saw that happen at a baseball game.
And at Fenway, that's probably like a $10 slice of pizza.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So just really weird to see that, it wasn't the end of the world. That was not changing the world, that play. And then yesterday was Wednesday. Under Armour had an event in Baltimore celebrating their organization and I guess however many years they've been around and blah, 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 all this. So there were different celebrities there, different Under Armour athletes. And one of the main people, I guess he was performing or was a headline, was Vanilla Ice. I love Vanilla Ice because I love old school, 90s rap, I love that stuff. That's me. But he took pictures with Tom Brady. Those are 2 people in the world, Tom Brady and Vanilla Ice, that I would never put together.
But this guy did. I'm not understanding why. What's the issue of putting whatever
Tom Brady and
celebrity?
Vanilla Ice. You don't think that's like the strangest like combination of people to be together?
Well, they're not the two people that I would place together, no, but I think there are all sorts of combination of celebrities out there that I would think don't necessarily go hand in hand like you would think that they would.
But they like made a big deal about these two like hanging out together. Like I think it was more than just a picture. I
Okay.
don't see someone like Tom Brady just hanging with Vanilla Ice.
Tom Brady's a child of the 90s.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm a child of the 90s. We
He's
don't
a child of the 90s too. I know you don't like the guy, but you got to share a decade with him. I'm sorry.
no. He is not a real 90s child.
He went to Michigan. He quarterbacked there in 98, 99.
That doesn't he was
That
not
would
born in
make
the
him
90s.
growing up in the 90s.
No, he was born in the 80s.
He's a child of the 90s. He was probably like 3 years old in 1990. No, wait a minute. No, I'm off.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Yeah, he must have been born in like yeah, maybe he's more of a child of the 80s. He's a slash 80s 90s child. I think we can pretty much establish that. Depends if you go with the childhood or you go like the teen years. But so you're not going to share the 90s with Brady. Okay. Vanilla Ice. Yeah, I still think that's like in his range of growing up.
Tom Brady was born. Do you want to take a guess?
No, I can hang on just a second. I can tell you this. I'm sure that he was born in, oh, it might have been more like 79. Am I right?
77.
77. Okay, he's a child of the, well, he was 13 in 1990. I think he can claim the 90s as well.
I don't know about that.
All right, you're not giving your decade up for Tom Brady. I get it.
Tom Brady. Not giving it up.
All right.
But yeah, just like really weird. Lindsey Vonn was pictured with him, Jordan Spieth, like, okay, yeah, but the big focus was Tom Brady and Vanilla Ice. And I don't know. I mean, Vanilla Ice has been through a lot. He's kind of had a lot of trouble he's gone through. And if I'm Tom Brady, I'm kind of already like on the fence of, am I a good guy, bad guy? Some people are starting to question me. I don't think Vanilla Ice is the guy you go and hang out with.
Well, if I'm Tom Brady, I'm not too concerned with the public perception. And I know that's a stupid comment to make in regards to what's going on right now and what has transpired. But I think most people think that this whole Deflate Gate is a little bit bogus, even though I think that if the case has been made against him and it's open and shut, that he did something terribly wrong. And I think you're right that now we can put that as the latest cheating scandal in the Patriots Brady era, along with the, I can't think of the spy cam one as well before the Super Bowl. And there's something else out there. So as these things get mounted on top of each one, to me, that raises a red flag and questions that person's integrity. I think to the average fan, and I talk to them all the time, you do as well, I just don't think they care.
But I mean, look at someone, again, back to Johnny Manziel. Everybody looks at who Johnny Manziel hangs out with. It's always NFL quarterbacks and who they're hanging out with is what people seem to care about. For some reason, it's what people care about. So this is Tom Brady, who is like, kind of going through some things, doesn't have the clearest names right now. And someone like that, like if you was hanging out with someone who was like a clean slate guy, someone that you never really questioned, then okay, I would get it. And like maybe it would still be like a weird thing, but now you think like, oh, why are Tom Brady and Vanilla Ice now like BFFs? Why they stop, collaborate, and listen? Like,
I don't really think this is like you, Macy. This is what I think of you when it comes to conducting yourself. I am who I am. If this is my friend, I'm going to hang out with them. I'm going to be proud about it. And whether you think they're a good guy, bad guy, whoever they are, I'm friends with Vanilla Ice. Take me or leave me. I would think that would be your take.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'll be friends with Vanilla Ice, but I'm not Tom Brady.
I'm saying if you were Tom Brady, I would think that shouldn't change. That shouldn't change your your choices in life, whether you're you or you're Tom Brady. You're going to diss your are you going to diss your friends when you become big and famous?
No, but do you really think Tom Brady is like friends with Vanilla Ice before this? Like, unless there's some kind of history about Tom Brady and Vanilla Ice that I don't know about.
So you really think Tom Brady's picking up extra friends like Vanilla Ice like recently? Like this isn't genuine?
Because like Tom Brady's gonna have like, you know, like that bad boy image now. Tom Brady's always been the prestigious quarterback, like I'm the greatest thing to ever walk on this earth. But like, yo, now I have some street cred because I, you know, have Deflategate, I have Spygate, I have all this. So look what I've done, and I'm not even getting in trouble for it. So like, look at me.
Spygate. I thought I called it Spy Cam, whatever I called it. Uh you know you might be right, but guys, I think women, well, women don't really go through the same type deal, but guys make those kind of decisions when they're like Justin Bieber, squeaky clean, teeny bop, then he gets tatted up, starts causing trouble, getting in trouble with the law at like 20, 19. I don't think 37-year-old guys, 39-year-old guys make these kind of decisions. I think I
There's a
think he just
turning point.
hangs out who he wants to hang out with. What?
So there's a turning point for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was just a one day thing, you know, one event type of thing. But if Tom Brady starts hanging out with the wrong people, I think that's going to be something that kind of will make people question him a little more.
Okay. Last thing I got on this is that obviously we see it in life all the time where celebrities latch on to other celebrities for certain reasons. Either they want to raise their image or establish a bad boy image or whatever it is, clean up an image. I see that all the time. We've both seen that all the time. I would hope that if I ever got famous, that whoever was legitimately my friend would continue to be legitimately my friend, and I wouldn't be making those kind of choices. And I don't really understand what this is doing for Tom Brady. So you might be right because we see celebrities make these kind of decisions, but I'm just not getting it.
It's just like, you know, it's like stupid because like TMZ Sports is now a huge thing. So, you know, like TMZ Sports is going to do a huge thing about Tom Brady and Vanilla Ice if they haven't already. You know? So it's like everything about is who you connect yourself to.
Well, that's a good point because
so now
I think you might be onto something there.
It's something this big, but it's getting turned into something this big, all because of all we care about now is who hangs out with who.
Okay, the one thing I'll say about that, the connection I'm making is that Tom Brady's football career is coming to an end. So he is everything when it comes to the NFL, but being in the mainstream is a little bit different. I think the average person walking down the street knows who Tom Brady is, but there are tons of people. I think we get locked in this sports vacuum, and sometimes we don't realize how many people out there don't know who sports celebrities are. So maybe he's looking to make that transition. Although Vanilla Ice in 2016, I don't know, was the person to latch onto to make that transition.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of other people he could be, you know, hooking on to try and maybe put himself out there.
Okay.
If that's what he's trying to do.
All right. We're going to come back next week, and Macy's going to report, and I can't even talk tonight. You notice that? Macy is going to report the final of our fantasy baseball competition since we're playing this week. I would have rather played on down the line late in the season, but I didn't make the schedule.
It's not even baseball weather yet.
No, it's not. It was more baseball weather in March. If you live in the Northeast or the East Coast, it was a nice March, and then April was kind of hit or miss, and it's like brutal outside. It's May 5th, of course, Cinco de Mayo, and I'm still cold.
I'm freezing. I can't wait to put a sweatshirt on.
Yeah, well, thanks for wearing the shirt that you did. It's very cute and very festive.
Yeah, I wore it all day, so I like froze all day. Smart thing would have been a shirt underneath, but
yeah,
you know,
that's a good look too.
Yeah, just didn't think about that because it's May 5th and it's supposed to be like warm and you're supposed to be outside having a great night and be like, yeah, kick off to like springtime, summer, woohoo. And
I know it's coming. It's coming though. I know that it's going to be warm here in a few days, so I would expect the same there.
hopefully we have rain until like Monday, I think.
And
So
I'm sure we do too. It's like gloomy constantly. It seems like it's been like this forever.
I know it's depressing. But real quick before we go,
Yep.
first and most importantly, happy Mother's Day to all moms out there. Mom, I wouldn't be here without you because you're like my everything. So thank you. And I'm her twin too. My mom and I are twins. Yeah, I'm really like blessed to have such a great mom, and I'm very appreciative of her and all the moms out there that make this world go round.
Well, that was very well and eloquently stated. I don't know that I can top that other than to say I love my mom. She is amazing. Yes, it is from the heart. So I will not get to see my mom on Mother's Day, but she will be visiting me, I hope, next month is what she tells me. So that's nice. And I love my mom. She's amazing. And yes, anything I've done decent in life, anything I've accomplished, anything that can be attributed to me that's good and of integrity and character, I can point to my mom as instilling those values in me for sure.
Yeah, moms rock.
Yeah. Most of them.
Most of them, but I know ours do.
Yes, they do. They do. And I got to say hi to your mom.
Yeah.
Last week.
Mom showed up last week.
Just wandering around the kitchen. I think that's where that was.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. This is kind of a little impromptu, kind of informal Mark and Macy show, but we're here every Thursday night, 6:45 on Blab. We're going to say goodbye, but we want you to join us on Twitter. Join us on our website. I almost said Facebook. Join us on our website at markandmacyshow.webs.com and YouTube as well. And thanks to Macy, we're going to have some amazing guests coming up very, very soon. I've got a few in mind that I could ask as well.
It's springtime. We'll get people going,
Yeah, we'll get them. Yeah. We'll get them ramped up. The weather's kind of bringing us down maybe a little bit tonight, but go ahead. Good time.
Thank you. You as well. Try to enjoy some Taco Bell.
Yeah, no Taco Bell. I think it will be Mexican tonight, but no Taco Bell. No.
Maybe next time.
All right. See everybody next week.